Okay, so today I'm going to be using the infamous Ableton Live. I say infamous because a lot of people, when they look at it, even when I started using it, it totally confused me. I had no idea what was happening. And this is coming from a person that has been using FL Studio for more than 10 years or even long. And when I opened Ableton Live, I had no idea what the hell is going on. And before you start leaving and whatever, give this video a chance. You might actually start to like Ableton Live depending with how this video comes out. But let's see what I can cook up today, and let's see if this will make sense, but I'm sure it's gonna be super dope. Okay, so right now we are on the mixer, so I'm going to switch from this page right here. So if I come here in the corner, if I do this, then I can open this section which shows like the tracks, and there's a MIDI channel, MIDI, and 2 audio tracks right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna delete these ones here, so I can just drag and drop there, and I'm gonna put this loop section right here. I'm gonna turn on loop, and my tempo is 120, so that's cool. 120 is alright. I can work with 120. You let me know what's your sweet spot of a tempo down below, but I think 120 for me is fine. Okay, what else do I need to change before we go anywhere? I think that's it. I think that's totally it. Okay, now let's start with drums. I want to start with drums first. So if I come into drums, I'm gonna load in a drum rack. So why I'm loading a drum rack is because I can just use it to create my drums, and I can just load in my samples. So if I go into my samples like this, and I'm gonna go into my deep house sample pack like that, I can just start loading in drums and build my my drums from there. So let me pick my drums, and the link to this drum kit is down below as usual. Okay, I think this one is cool. I'm just gonna put it right there, and I'm just going to drop it right there. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select this section here, and I'm going to insert an empty MIDI clip like that. So now I can see my kick is right there. Okay, I need to move this one. So I'm going to switch to pencil. I think I like that. So now that we have that, I'm just going to switch from pencil to mouse pointer. And how do you duplicate? Oh, there we go. And I'm just gonna do that. Da-da-da-da. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into claps. Ooh, I like that one. I like that one. I love it. I'm gonna put it right here by this section here, and then I'm gonna go back in here. And I think this clap, I want to change it. I want to add a filter to it, but I'm not going to throw in an EQ. So I like that there's this filter section here where I can just filter out like some high frequencies. So I'm just going to play around with that. Let's see, I can actually... So this is what it sounds like. I want to make it a little bit darker. So that it's not too bright, you know what I mean? So now it's sounding super cool. Now I'm gonna move into my hats. Ooh, I think I like that. I like that. Okay, I think I like that sample there. I think I'm gonna drop it in. The sample here. Just duplication all the way. Okay, I'm gonna need to definitely tweak this hat a little bit. Maybe throw on a filter there. And I think I'm gonna play around with the start off time of the clap. Ooh. Yo, that clap sounds better. Let's see if I can bring back a little bit of the high frequencies. Okay, let's add some cymbals. Let's see if we can throw in some cymbals. Picked. Okay, I'm just gonna use this one. Okay, I think that's cool. So I'm gonna back this up, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to create another one right there so I can delete the hi-hats off this first one here like that. So it starts like this. You see, when that hi-hat comes in, it brings in a lot of energy. Now we can move on to some other instruments that I can throw in. So I'm going to go into instruments, or maybe I can go just into sounds, and I can maybe start with mallets. Oh, I love that with the sounds. They actually play just by you like clicking on it. Let's see this fake phone. Ooh, that sounds nice. Okay, I think we have a nice starting point there. Okay, now to quantize. So I have all of them selected, and if I go to edit, I believe quantize. That's Control U. So that's Control U. I'm gonna make sure I remember that. And I also need this to loop, so I can just loop it up. So I'm gonna come here and activate loop, so everything can loop nicely. Oh yeah, I can actually open up the switches that are connected to this sound, which is the stuff that's, I don't know what you call this. What do you call this? Ableton Live users, help me here. What do you call this stuff? I don't know what you call it, but I don't want to mess with it. I think the sound is good, but maybe I can increase some of the space. Ooh, that sounds dope. That sounds super nice. Maybe I can turn it down like this, and then I can automate it. I remember A opens up the automations. So I want the automation to build up a little bit right here. And then it can turn down like this. So nah, I think it can turn off right here. It can turn off, and then it can build back up again like here. Maybe more intense like that. Okay, cool. I love how to do automations in Ableton. It's super easy. Ooh, that sounds nice. I'm gonna record that right there. That sounds nice right there, like that. Da-dun, da-dun. That sounds super cool. Okay, quantize is Control U. Boom. Okay, no. I want it to be right there. I think that sounds good, and then I'm just gonna copy that over. Ooh, that's nice. I think I'm gonna add that sound right there. I think those chords sound nice. I think that sounds good right there. And make sure it's on time. I think it's supposed to be right here. And now let's see if we can look for a bass sound. And I'm gonna go into bass, and yo, these bass sounds off the cut are like amazing, bro. What the hell? Okay, that's a bit much. I'm gonna need to turn that down. Maybe I need to play it on a lower octave. Let's try out this FM house bass. Okay, I think I'm gonna throw in another bass here. Let's try out this organ bass. Ooh, that is like classic house, bro. Okay, so I'm just gonna record something that I was playing just now. Ooh, that sounds nice. I think we need a sub bass. Let's try out this sub sine. Ooh, that is deep. Yo, that is powerful. That is super powerful. Ooh, that's a powerful bass. Ah, there we go. So I can just bring that back. Quantize. Oh, and look, they already have like a distort right there for the bass. Okay, so we have a bit of an idea here. Now we can check it out. And before we do, make sure to subscribe to this channel and also drop this video a like. This was super interesting. Let's play back and listen to everything in full.